what kind of education needs to take place to bring people up to speed with the idea that Western Lives Matter does not necessarily equate to Black Lives Matter?
Right. So I think this is on multiple levels. So first of all, we are talking about individual incident, and that has to be investigated. And then there's the larger, I guess, forum around racism in general within our society. So, and then everything in between. So let me just start with one and we'll sort of build up. So as far as the individual incidents, the London Police Force, they start off with ensuring that this is not attached to a hate crime, and they do have a hate crime unit, so that's the one piece. We don't know the result of that at this time, but if we go to the next step on that, the campus police would take that. So let's, if we can assume it's not attached to a hate crime, which I don't think we can, but if we were to go there, then the campus police then can also investigate to see if it's a breach of our Western Code. So we will do this, and then it comes through our normal procedures as a potential harassment or whatever the breach of the code. So that's an actual incident. The larger piece is the identification of the individuals in this incident, let's say, and then talking about their motivation and ensuring they understand the potential of the community impact. But that's kind of at a very micro level, and I think what we have been moving on a path of evolution towards engaging our community around racism and inclusivity. We've talked a lot to the different student councils about that, and we'll continue to. We've got a task force together that the student councils are participating in fully. We've been discussing doing a day forum on racism and to ensure that we have multiple programs. It's just the larger education of our community that we feel is necessary in a continuing evolution along this. As far as the really big systemic racism that we see in our society throughout Canada for certain and at other institutions, I would say, not dissimilar to Western. What our hope is that our community educated piece would then have a further impact in our larger society, and that's in our optimistic plans. That's really how we've broken it down.
Do you think, though, there will always be a part of the community that says this is just political correctness run amok?
I don't know. I'm honestly, I don't know. I think that there's always opportunity for further education on different issues. And I'm not naive enough to think that this goes away overnight. I think this is larger systemic issues that we've seen for many, many years. So anticipating this going into the future, I would say that we still have to address many racist attitudes within our society. How people define it, I suppose that's an individual decision, but I will still stand firm in representing a university who wants to ensure our students' support and our community safety.